Okay, so I'm going to try to do this. I think there's some bets on when I start to break down and cry. There's bets around the room, but I'm going to start. 30 seconds.
You already started?
Take the odds. Nobody else. All right, so in the beginning, there was a Mindela. And I'm crying already. The middle daughter of Norman and Diane Jacobs. A gorgeous little girl with Shirley Temple curls, and boy did she play the part. A very mischievous little girl with a twinkle in her eye. Beth knows who the classmate is. And the classmate said, "You don't want to know her, she's trouble." Thus began the first spark in my heart, and I was smitten. We met at Penn Dental in the first week of my first year, and I asked her out. Mindy hesitated and said she would have to ask her friend Beth permission. You see, in those days, they assigned a first-year rookie dental student like myself, an experienced dental hygienist, to work aside. And so Mindy was afraid that Beth wouldn't let me go out with her. But thank God, Beth gave her permission. I thank you, Beth. So where do we go on a first date? I was new to Philly, so I asked around and heard, "Take her to Chinatown. Great food, can't go wrong." So I told Mindy we'd go to Riverside Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. Mindy agreed, but came back to me with a caveat. In her cute little smile and a lower lip pout, she asked if it would be okay if her married sister and brother-in-law joined us. Flashes of much older people ran through my mind. Married people? I said to myself, married? Ooh, older? Ooh. But Mindy pouted, stuck out that lower lip, and I learned the power of the lower lip pout.
Where's she
Guys,
going?
welcome.
Oh my God!
No problem. Let's go on that date. Little did I know that a first date be with Sharon Howard, and you've heard about that already. Sharon, by the way, is only 6 months older than me, although right now we're the same age. It was a fabulous date. In fact, Sharon kept asking Mindy, "Are you sure you two are only friends?"
See?
So the next day, actually the next day was Monday, and that afternoon I asked Mindy to show me how to get to Villanova. I had a plate with my friend Paul, who's not here yet, he's supposed to come tonight, in a pickup football game with his fellow law students. I was the ringer to join them. After the game, which I believe we won, Mindy and I stopped by at her house where I met the rest of the family. Bounding down the steps comes Mindy's little sister Beth in her Lower Merion cheerleader's outfit. She proceeded to perform the whole cheerleading routine for me, right then and there. How loose is your goose? How loose is your goose?
Oh my gosh, she does
And shake back and see, I remember.
That's her thing. Oh my God, that's so
Really
funny.
left an impression. Next down the steps now was Mom Diane.
Oh God!
Except it wasn't Mama. This was my first meeting of Mom Diane, but she was dressed like Scarlett O'Hara. Came down in this unbelievably white flowing gown. And I'm like, down the steps, and I'm like, oh my God. She was dressed in full gown for a costume party. And then behind her comes Norman. Rhett Butler. With one of those swirly mustaches. I'm thinking, this is quite a family. A sane man with a run. But I was smitten. So thus began our whirlwind courtship. We saw each other every day at school and studied every night. Well, I studied. Mindy would go out to parties with the girls, but she always came back home to me. We were a dental school couple. So on a rainy night in April of 1982, we got engaged in my old Buick, which was affectionately called the Green Bomb because it was like 13 years old, it was rusted out, but we got engaged. And we went home the next day to Mindy's parents and said, "I think May 21st will work because I have 2 weeks off after that we go on honeymoon." So we were hanging around the house that day, and Mindy's mom and dad came back that afternoon. Wedding's done, all planned. I'm like, what? Just like that. They didn't waste any time. Now you know where Mindy gets that from. It's like, boom, done. It took them 6 hours to plan the wedding. We all could take notes from that. Check that out, Chris.
You had no say.
The day of our wedding at White Manor, it poured cats and dogs. We're talking floods. So badly did it flood out there that some guests didn't make it, and even one of the two bands that Norman had scheduled didn't show up. So much for the outdoor wedding we had planned. However, they say rain on your wedding is good luck. And for 30 years, we've been blessed with luck. Wow, have we had good luck. I guess those wives' tales know what they're saying. We've been blessed with two amazing boys. Good luck and blessed with a great loving family spread out across the United States. My parents in Connecticut, my brothers and their families in New Hampshire and California, my sister-in-law in Arizona, and all our family close by who are here today. We all remain so close, and it is just an awesome thing. And we have good luck with all of our friends who are here today. Most of all, though, I've had the good luck. It's the home stretch. More than any God could ask for, because no one is more special than my midwife. I'm a lucky man, and every morning when I wake up, I roll over and tell her how lucky I am. I also apologize for anything I might do that day. Just in case. Yeah. So I ask that all of you, our family and friends, raise your glass and toast. Here's to you. Here's to another 30 years. Nicola, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. Now let's see. Ryan.
I gotta get up and say something to you. It's the third surprise party my husband's thrown for me in my marriage.
You have a gun?
This is the third, and you've done a good job every time. And I want to thank everybody for coming and sharing this special occasion with us. And Evan's been really sweet to plan all this and try to keep me out of the mix, which I've been trying to do very